Hi, hello, welcome to our channel Fun Learning with me Bhavika. In this class, we are going to discuss about soils of India. Not only about soils of India, but also about how the soil is formed, types of soils, causes of soil erosion in India, how the conserve soil. Now, let me ask you a question. What is soil? The top layer covering the earth's surface is called soil. It is also called the skin of the earth. Soil is an important natural resource. It is important for plants to grow. Humans and animals depend on plants for their food. Soil also serves as habitat for several kinds of organisms. It serves as means of water storage, supply and purification. Soil is a mixture of minerals, organic matter, gases, liquids and countless organisms that together support life of Earth. Now let's discuss about formation of soil. Rocks on the earth break down into smaller pebbles by the heat of the sun, wind, rain and the flowing water. Pebbles are further broken down into tiny bits of the natural forces. These are carried by wind and water to other places. As the rocks are made up of minerals, the soil formed from the rocks also contain minerals. The soil gets mixed with the remains of the dead plant and animals and becomes fertile. Thus, it makes many years for the formation of soil.
You can understand if you see this picture clearly.
Now let's discuss about types of soils. Soil is a valuable natural resource. Much of the Indian agriculture depends upon the extent and qualities of soil. India is a large country with varied climatic and other natural conditions. The nature of soil in a place is largely influenced by such factors as climate, natural vegetation and rocks. As there are different types of rocks all over India, we have different types of soils too. There are 6 different types of soils found in India. Each kind of soil is suitable for a particular kind of crop. Hence, we have wide variety of crops in our country. Types of soils in India are 1. Alluvial soil, 2. Black soil, 3. Red soil, 4. Laterite soil, 5. Mountain soil, 6. The desert soil.
You will come across to know if you see this picture clearly where these soils are found.
Now let's see about alluvial soil. Rivers that originate from the Himalayas carry with them silt or alluvium. These are rich in minerals and get deposited on the river banks of the plains. The soil in these plains also contain humus. It is very fertile. Alluvial soil is found in Great Northern Plains, lower valleys of Narmada and Tapi and northern Gujarat. This soil gets renewed every year. Rice, wheat, sugarcane, oilseeds and jute grow well in this soil. Alluvial soil is also found in the river deltas of the Deccan Plateau region, which makes it fertile for rice cultivation. Do you know, it takes 500 years to create just an inch of topsoil. Soil is made up of 45% of minerals, 25% of water, 25% of air and 5% of organic matter. Now let's see about black soil. This soil is made up of volcanic rocks. It is also called as lava soil as it's formed from the lava of the volcano. This type of soil is found in Deccan Plateau, which includes parts of Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. The soil is black in color due to presence of minerals in it. This type of soil is suitable for growing cotton and sugarcane. Now let's see about red soil. This type of soil is found in eastern and southern part of Deccan Plateau. The soil is red in color due to presence of iron in it. When iron content is lower, it is yellow or brown. This is not as fertile as the black soil. It can be made fertile by addition of manure to it. Crops such as groundnut, millet, pulses and tobacco are grown in this soil. Now let's see about laterite soil. This soil is a mixture of clay and red soil. The soil contains minerals like iron and aluminium. This type of soil is found on the Western Ghats and parts of Tamil Nadu. Laterite soil is suitable to grow tropical crops such as cashew, rubber, coconut, tea, and coffee. It is also used for making bricks. Now let's see about mountain soil. The soil is formed as a result of the accumulation of organic matter derived from the forest roots. They are found in Himalayan region and vary in different regions according to altitude. Tea is grown in those areas which receive sufficient rainfall. It is rich in humus. The soil is also good for growing fruits like apple, peach, plum, and pear. Now let's see about desert soil. In the desert regions of Rajasthan, soil is not fertile. As evaporation is in excess of rainfall, the soil has a high salt content and saline layers forms a hard crust. These soils are generally sandy and deficient in organic matter. Generally, only drought-resistant crops such as barley and millet can grow in this type of soil with irrigation. Now let's move on to soil erosion and causes of soil erosion in India. Soil is carried away by the action of rain, running water, streams, rivers, winds, and other natural agents, and thereby they are lost forever. This erosion of uppermost layer of the earth's crust is known as soil erosion. Now let's see about causes of soil erosion in India. Unscientific process of agriculture in which bare soil wears away easily by rain. Destruction of forest or deforestation, that means cutting of the plants, increase the erosion. Actually, roots of the plants hold the soil together and prevent erosion of the soil. Overgrazing destroys the vegetation and soil becomes open for erosion. And heavy rainfall and turbulent running water which force the bare rocks and soils to wear away. Now let's move on to soil conservation. Soil is a non-renewable resource, which means we cannot bring it back once it is destroyed. As it takes many years for the soil formation as we discussed, we need to protect the soil. The methods, if we adopt, we can conserve the soil for some extent, like afforestation, checking overgrazing, constructing dams, changing agricultural practices. Now let's see about them in detail. Afforestation. The best way to conserve soil is to increase area under forest. Cutting of trees should be stopped and effort should be made to plant trees in new areas. Checking overgrazing. Overgrazing of forests and grasslands by animals, especially by goats and sheep, should be properly checked. Separate grazing grounds for fodder crops should be grown in larger quantity. Constructing dams. Much of the soil erosion by river floods can be avoided by constructing dams across the rivers. This checks the speed of water and saves soil from erosion. Changing agricultural practices. We can save a lot of our valuable soil by bringing about certain changes in our agricultural practices. Do you know? Earthworms enrich topsoil by feeding an organic matter in the soil and converting into nutrients for plants. They are loosen the soil. So, earthworms are called as friend for the soil.